Oh, wow. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, and good night, depending on where you are in the world. We are not going to linger on this window for very long. Why is my avatar so jumpy today? Hold on a second. Let me lower the sensitivity just a little bit, because I know I'm also going to be talking a little bit lower myself today. Ah, shit. I apologize for the sniffles. That will be happening a lot today. I'm sick. Not really. I mean, yes, really. I don't know what it is. I haven't done any tests or anything for it yet because it just sort of popped up over the weekend here. I know last week I was kind of dealing with a little bit of... What was I dealing with? Sore throat? I don't even remember. I got brain fog real bad today. Part of that is because I have taken a combination of flu meds and allergy meds because I am trying to tackle this as it comes. So I have got quite a bit of congestion and the constant sniffles and sneezing. And I apologize in advance for how much that's going to be prevalent throughout this week's stream. But otherwise, I'm doing good. No throat pain, thankfully. No headaches, no anything. Like, the sinuses aren't really doing bad or anything, so I'm surviving. I'm thankful that this is so much better than it could have been. Because God knows I am an absolute piss baby when I get sick. I hope that everyone else out there is holding up pretty okay, not catching the multitude of bugs going around right now. Hello! Thank you for joining us, guys. Like I mentioned already, I am a little bit sick, so I will not be as chit-chatty today. We will not be lingering on this window for the usual hour that I would put in. Throat doesn't hurt, but I am very congested, and you guys are going to be listening to a lot of sniffles, and I'm sorry for that. You also get sick voice frag, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I've been told that sometimes sick people sound sexy, and then I've been told other times that sick people sound gross. And I am very much seated right in the middle of that spectrum of my opinion. But it's good to see you guys. I hope you guys all had a good weekend. Anyone do anything fun? Have anything eventful going on? I did not. I had a very chill weekend. I mostly did laundry. I welcome jokes about sick frag voice. Anytime that there is an opportunity that we can make jokes in this world, we gotta take it. Harmless jokes, I say. Well, hello, Bronx. Come back to join us? Poor Bronx, she can't decide what to do with herself today. No, don't eat those. Those are nasty tissues. That's why they're in the bag. Mm-hmm. Been playing Baldur's Gate. Hell yeah. I keep trying to drag my friends into playing Baldur's Gate, and we keep getting, like, right through the very beginning and stopping at the same point every time. We recruit all of our people, we get through the tiefling camp, and then we go no further. Because we can never organize a time in which we're all playing again. Actually, we just started playing with mods for the first time. It's pretty fun, but a lot of them are broken. Starting to want to do another run. Jerry, you're always welcome to join us. We've got a mod that lets, like, as many people as we want join, and we mostly can't get anybody, like, all of us together, so I think we're just gonna start alternating whenever we feel like it, as long as that's, like, chill with everybody. But you're more than welcome to join us. Made an A version of Hiccup, and then the little moth lad for the Dark Urge run. Ooh! I'm honestly shocked at the lack of built-in customization in that game. Like, you would think that that would have been the number one prioritized thing. Those of you who have played Baldur's Gate, have you played actual tabletop D&D before? And if so, how do you feel about both? Do you have a preference of one over the other, or do each have their merits? Because to me, I think each of them have their merits. I really like the digital campaigns. I like having the animations and stuff. I like having all of it kind of be automated and not having to keep track of initiative order and all that fun stuff, because that really does slow down the tabletop version a lot. That, and it's nice to have as a spellcaster. I predominantly play spellcasting classes. It's so much easier not having to have the physical cards and stuff. Just have it all built in right there. We're good. Back when I was a regular D&D player, I would be that person. Of course, we all were in our group, but being a spellcaster and everything, I'd show up with my book and my spell book and all my spell cards and my character booklet and everything. It was a mess. You're just a weird D&D person. Baby, I've always been a weird D&D person. I have an actual spell book that I made for myself for my first D&D character ever. I think I still have it somewhere down there in all my books. But I wrote out all his spells and what they did, and I made it all decorative, like a scrapbook project. I felt so proud of that shit. Joined a campaign with my siblings and 2 of their friends. It was fun, but the memory has since been soured since one of our friends turned out to be a creep, and I was on the receiving end of the creepage. Oh no! I'm considering trying to fix that by playing another campaign to add more. Yes! Absolutely. There's always going to be weird experiences when it comes to anything like that. I had one campaign once where the dude who showed up was very clearly a furry in denial and was like very much feeling out the group to see whether or not we were furry accepting, which I'm going to be kind of honest is a weird thing to do. Like, don't be a creep about being a furry. Like, you gotta own that shit. Just walk in, have your little, like, furry pins on your jacket or whatever. Like, give us what we're gonna get straight up. Don't hide it. Because people are either gonna accept you or they're not. Don't be weird about it and try to, like, insert it slowly and see, like, gauge how much furry we're willing to tolerate. Because that just, like, it makes it feel weird. But he was definitely doing that. And of course, he was a druid. But the part that made us all really uncomfortable was when we got to like our first resting stop and we had to stay in like an inn. And instead of staying in the inn with us, he like shapeshifted into a horse and stayed in the stables with the other horses and like kept trying to push the DM to initiate him to socialize with the other horses that were in there. And it's like, this is odd. I don't really know why you're doing this. Like, it didn't seem like he wanted to do anything weird with the horses or anything, but like, it just kind of became a weird horse girl LARP. Like, we're supposed to be finding out why this town is in peril. Why are we My Little Ponying over here? Joined a campaign with my siblings and 2 of their friends. It was fun, but the memory... Oh, wait, no, I already read that one. I'm sorry. I also apologize. I'm going to be very brain foggy today. Game that's the closest I've gotten to that isn't just listening to D&D podcasts. D&D podcasts are pretty cool. My favorite one is The Adventure Zone from the McElroy brothers. Bit of an out of nowhere question, but would there be a chance that I could join on a Baldur's Gate 3 campaign? No worries if not, I'm just curious. I would definitely be interested in taking you up on that. Maybe what I'll do is try to set up, like, just a trusted user campaign or something. And we can try and set it up like that. Because there's no real limit with the mods on how many people can join. And if there's a couple of y'all who are interested in playing, then yeah, I'd be open to doing that. Like maybe on weekends or something. If you remind me at some point, I'd be more than happy to try to set that up. Because the reason I say that is because right now I'm not retaining anything. I am so brain dead. This raptor head is cooked. Hi, D Cruz. As prefaced with everyone else, I am super brain dead because I am unfortunately a little bit sick. Where'd you like the reminder to be? Just anywhere in the Discord. Anytime that you are active and thinking about it when I'm not live. You just want to mention it somewhere, maybe at me while I'm in there or whatever. Because it'd be easier for me to set it up and walk some people through what's necessary for the mods if I'm like able to join the voice chat with y'all. And there is a voice chat for trusted users for people who have been regularly active and everything. And I can probably just do it right then and there. Thank you for asking, Friendly. That's something I've been wanting to try and do with you guys for like a hot minute now, but I just haven't really had a good opportunity or like game to approach it with. My first thought was maybe we would try like Don't Starve or something, but I haven't really been in a Don't Starve mood for a while. Sending get well wishes or get well soon wishes your way. Thank you. It's just a little head cold, thankfully. But I'm a baby when it comes to being sick. I just totally give up on life. Just lay there like a wet noodle pile on the floor. But yeah, I don't want to sit here and just chit chat too long, so I'm going to go ahead and shift gears on over to our art window and start doing some warm-up sketches if need be, because I don't know how bad my hands are shaking today. Oh, we've already got a couple of eggs sitting down here. Let's pop you guys on up. Move out of here, Popple. There you go, D. Cruz and Scarfenstein. And lucky you're a roaming egg, so you can just continue to roam. All right. Oh, and I've lost the tablet pen that fast. I did start to touch up on some of these yesterday. Mostly just this one. I still want to kind of address this one a little bit just because it's not bad, but for an emote, this composition here specifically is very muddy. It's not going to show very well at the right size, so we'll play with that. But before we do, honestly, I don't think that my hands are super shaky today like they usually are. It's probably because I did do a little bit of drawing over the weekend. Did I draw anything worth showing off? Hold on, let me check. No, not really. Just a couple concept art pieces for the player. And there he is. I did end up posting this one in the Discord. I'm trying to get better about that. Did we have thoughts on the watermark, though? Because, like, I'm having a hard time figuring out how I should post stuff that it's, like, clearly mine, but also protected against re-uploads and AI and all that crap at this point, because I just don't know what to do about all that stuff right now. It felt kind of obnoxious to me, but I don't know. It's just rough sketches anyway, so I wasn't too concerned with it. Okay, cool. Hi, Frosty. How have you been holding up? Hope you have not also been getting sick. Actually, that goes for all of y'all. Is anybody else sick right now? Or is it just me? I know we've got, like, every year it feels like there's a new disease. But, like, it particularly feels bad right now, because before it was like, there's COVID, and then we got the flu, and now we've got bird flu. Didn't we have swine flu again at one point? Like, what the fuck? Also congested. Yay! Congestion crew! Maybe? What do you mean maybe? How are you maybe sick? Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think my hands are shaking too bad today, so we might be able to go right into inks. Yeah, that feels pretty steady, actually. Haven't been sick, I'm a hot minute. Oh, in a hot minute now, but I'm worried that I might catch something. That's always when it happens. Right when you think it's safe. All right, let's fuck around a little bit with this composition some before I do inks, because I can always touch back on that later. Feel iffy, but I don't know if I'm actually sick or just eating and sleeping poorly with my voice being strained from streaming. Yeah, okay. I feel you on that then. Y'all should definitely go check out some of what Frosty's been doing. I don't know how familiar some of you guys are. I know we raid back and forth to each other quite often, but Frosty's got some crazy shit going on with their avatar now that they've got some better full body stuff set up. What is it that you did to make yourself more wiggly? I thought that was something that you had changed recently, that like your wings in particular are a lot more fluid than they used to be. It's been really exciting getting to watch a lot of these like full body 3D VTubers and stuff, how they've been changing and whatnot, because that's really what I'm planning on doing with Moss after I get that model done, whenever that's gonna happen. Sounds boring. I don't follow VTubers. Lucky, didn't you come from Frosty? Switched software from VC Face to Warudo. Oh, okay. Normally I would say no bullying in my chats, but this is allowed. Still not really a big fan of how clustered this is. Maybe we need to just, like, get rid of this shoulder peeking out here entirely and just have that be the wing. Honestly, yeah, that might be better. Might still try and pull this arm a little further out because it's going to get a little complicated in there with that second socket too. Fat fingered the mobile keyboard. Oh. Oh, and by the way, just so that you guys have some context, there's going to be a particular sound that you hear, which is this. That little clicky, that's me manually muting my mic when I have an emergency sneeze and or blowing of the nose. So if I just suddenly go quiet, that is why that's happening. For example. And nobody knows that I blew my nose. Healthy bullying among friends does create.
If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out.
Thank you, Lucky, for the hydrate. God knows, I have probably expelled more fluids out of my fucking nose over this weekend than I have consumed, and I am very upset about that. Because damn it, those are my fluids. How dare. Developed a habit of starting a new game just to try and recreate my favorite characters until I get bored. That's like me with any game that has a character customization thing. Like, I'll spend more time in The Sims making a character and then not playing The Sims. Welcome. Hello. I apologize that your first time chatting here is me being super sick and congested as all hell. But regardless, I hope you enjoy your time here. Because we are just vibing. Making art. I'm giving away free ASMR sounds. Kind of lowers the dynamicness of this pose, but whatever. I would rather it be legible than have no fucking idea what the hell's going on. Let's go ahead and erase the parts that remain. See how much we can fill this back in with. Kind of weird not seeing Q here. It is kind of weird not seeing Q here. I do hope that they're doing all right. Nothing bad has happened or anything. But I would like to assume that they are simply busy and or have gone to bed at a reasonable hour. I just said hello since I raided you while you were heading. Oh, that's right! Oh, yeah, I missed you by just a fucking thread. Oh, that was tragic. Well, it's good to see you and to be able to speak in person. Oh, I'm over here using the inking brush to do sketch work. That's dumb. I'm not the biggest fan of how this finger looks either, to be honest. But then again, they are also working with a crab claw, so... Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I'm afraid to say your name, to be perfectly honest. I'm gonna butcher it. Lyleni? Lyleni? Oh fuck, I'm not even gonna try. I'm sorry. Does Zooble have like a hole in the side of their head? I thought for sure that they did, but I don't remember.
Hey, bitch!
Speak of the devil. Hi, Q. We were just talking about ya. Lyleni. Lyleni. Okay. Thank you, that does help. Was it good things? Of course it was. We were talking about how it was weird that you weren't here. We've all gotten so used to you. I don't know if that looks any better or worse, to be honest. It's not my favorite hand I've ever drawn. What were you playing, Q? We've been talking about playing Baldur's Gate. And potentially trying to do a Baldur's Gate community game with y'all in the Discord. Those of you who are able to participate anyway. Elder Scrolls 4, and then it was Baba Is You. Oh man, that's one I haven't heard the name of in a long time. I had a friend in high school who was like really into that one. I'll be honest, I don't remember anything about it. I just remember that name being kind of weird and him talking about it all the time. I definitely feel like that's easier to see than it was before anyway. Cool. Alright. Now we can commit to actually inking something. Got stuck on a level, so decided to come back to it later, and then saw the time and went, huh, weird that Frag isn't live. Aww. Friends in high school, damn Q, didn't know you had a Sega Saturn. Joke's on you! I didn't even have a Sega Saturn when I was a kid. I'm old, but not that old. I think the Sega Saturn actually, I want to say it was discontinued, or they stopped, like, kind of focusing on it the year that I was born, question mark? Let me Google that. When did Sega Saturn stop production? It was discontinued in 1998, so 4 years. It was 4 years after I was born. I did have a Game Boy non-color. Like, the brick. Good Lord, motherfuckers be born 30 and, or be 30 and born in the 90s. Time goes fast. No, I remember having a Game Boy non-color before I could even read or anything, because it was my mom's. My mom was big into gaming and stuff. She was a big Zelda nerd. Fun fact, the first times that I ever heard my mother swear was at a Zelda game. Whoops, let's go ahead and reopen one of the previous emotes too. Actually, no, we want to have the eye color. We want to make sure that our line's the same width, and it is not. There we go. Gamer mom, what? Yeah, my mom's a gamer. Not like hardcore or anything. I mean, she was hardcore when it comes to the Zelda games. She's probably played almost every Zelda game there is. She hasn't played Tears of the Kingdom, and I think that's just because I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, and she feels bad. Like, she doesn't want to play it before I do, but I keep telling her she should, because she beat Breath of the Wild. I never even beat Breath of the Wild. Did she beat the Water Temple without getting lost? Oh, hell no. Because she was playing the Water Temple back when there was no help. Like, she played that shit back in the original system. Back when our only help was GameFAQs.com or a game guide that you bought from not even GameStop, because we didn't have those. What did we have? We had Best Buy. That was where all of our game stuff came from. She did make it through most of Ocarina of Time entirely on her own, though. Oh my god, Zooble looks how I feel today. That's not the right line, is it? What the hell was I thinking when I was doing the geometry of your head? See, my favorite Zelda game is always going to be Wind Waker, because that was the one that came out when I was finally old enough to play a Zelda game myself and, like, actually comprehend and understand what the fuck I was doing. That and the art style was so up my alley. The art style and the music, because that game had music that was heavily, heavily inspired by Celtic music, and I was all about Celtic music as a kid. I don't know why. I'm not...
Bet I can smash that.
Like, if y'all have not listened to the Wind Waker soundtrack, you're missing out. What kind of music do you listen to? Good lord. God only knows. Like, if it's put on, I will listen to it for the most part. I don't really feel like I have a set genre or anything that I like, because I just sort of bounce with wherever the autoplay takes me. For a long while here, I've been listening to a lot of just, like, fandom music. It started with FNAF, and it kind of branched out to other fandoms, depending on, like, A, whatever I was hyper-focused on, and B, wherever those music artists would take me. Like, CG5, I was really into for a bit there. And it's mostly just because he had written a song for, like, every fucking mascot horror there is. I do still really like his stuff, but I've not really been into the mascot music, fandom music as much lately. Just sort of been drifting. See, the thing is, we don't have radio here where I live. I live in a very secluded, isolated part of the world, even though I'm in an extremely densely populated area. It's like we are cut off from the rest of the universe. Everything in Maryland on the peninsula side of things is, like, backwards in time. So our radio stations, unless you like country, and not good country, like just random bad country, unless you like that, or political talk shows, there's nothing to listen to on the radio around here. There's like maybe one pop station or like modern station that plays anything new, and even then they'll play the same like 5 songs on loop. And for some reason Sexy Back is always part of it. They always play Sexy Back and Lowrider. Like, that's a daily part of their they'll play those two mixed in with every like set of 10 songs. It's weird. But because of that, I don't know any modern music. Like, people talk about whatever song is like the new, I don't know, fucking Nicki Minaj song or whatever. I don't even know if she's relevant anymore because just don't get exposed to it. You heard good looking before. That shit is real country. I'll be honest, I'm not really a big fan of country. If I have to be in a mood for it. My grandpa was big on country. He was always playing country music whenever we were hanging out with him. It's a country song about gay sex. I maybe have heard that one then, because my mom had some country music on the other day, and she was just jamming out to it. Is it a newer song? Because the lyrics, that might have been what it was. Hold on, let me look that up. She was not paying attention to the lyrics, and when I came out, I was like, hey, Mom, this song's about fucking. I'm pretty sure this song's about, like, gay fucking. Are you aware of this? Yes, this is the one that she had on. Yeah, okay, so just as an example, the chorus here is, he's bouncing off my booty cheeks, I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I kiss him on his neck, and then he kisses on my bussy. Call him daddy when I holler. Man, that boy's so damn good looking. Like, that's what my mom had on when I walked out to, like, make my breakfast for the day. And she had no idea, because she just was listening to it, the theme, or the musical part of it. She was not paying attention to the lyrics, and she's prone to that. There are so many songs that I've had to walk in and be like, hey, Mom, like, do you know what the lyrics are saying? Should I elaborate on this? Oh, no, that's just how she is. She's always been like that. Which is sad, because, like, as a kid, I was very music-driven with the whole undiagnosed autism thing. And so I would, like, send her songs and be like, this is how I'm feeling right now. And she'd just be like, I like this song. It's like, no, Mom, you don't understand. I'm an angsty teen. I need you to listen to these heartfelt lyrics to understand me. She never understood why everyone was so upset about Lady Gaga back when that was, like, the controversy of the time. Because she just didn't really pay attention to the lyrics. She was like, I just like this music because it sounds fun. I like bopping. Kind of the same vibe of when you boogie to a song in a different language. Exactly, yeah. Sort of the same thing where I hated music of all kinds except for video game music. I did go through a video game music phase for a while there. Every once in a while I'll still get, like, in the mood for it, but I found that video game music, unfortunately, is one of the kinds of musics that, like, really overstimulates my noise sensitivity. And unfortunately, when it comes to music overstimulation with noise, I tend to not catch it until I'm, like, way too overstimulated. Uh-oh. Let's take a look at what that was. Ah. Yep. That one was a bot. Goodbye, untidy blasphemy. Oh, that's Q. We are gonna put you in Popple. Enjoy baby jail. Thinking about the Polish dancing cow song, which became a goofy meme, but the lyrics are about drug addiction. He did eat the bot. Bad bots end up in Popple. Legit grew up hating it when my parents or sister put on music, to the point where I would legit leave the room when it was valid. Because at the end of the day, music is just noise. It's oftentimes good noise, but if it's not good noise to you specifically, it's still just noise. And noise is a very difficult thing to tolerate. The lyrics? That's also valid. Honestly, it's kind of surprising how much music is able to get away with some of the things that they talk about. Oh my god, can I please just do this eyeball? Like, I know radio does have some censorship and whatnot, and I don't believe that music should be censored. But I do believe that, you know, there's a time and place. If I'm just driving to work, I might not want to be hearing about how Rihanna wants to fuck a dude who can't get his dick hard, you know? Favorite music growing up was Flying Battery Zone from Sonic 3. I don't know if I'm familiar with that one, but I know that the Sonic music has a stronghold grip on the hearts of many. Everyone has a Sonic game that has music that means the world to them. She wrote a song about me. No, I was referencing Rude Boy. I don't know why, but that song really bothered me in high school. I think because they just played it on the bus radio on the way home every day for so long. And I just, like, it drove me crazy.
We got a boomer!
Could also be the fact that literally every song you heard was just about adult activities. Yes, absolutely. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that it's awesome to have sexually empowered women singing songs about being sexually empowered. I do love that shit. But, you know, it just kind of does suck a little bit that pretty much all pop songs in modern day are sex, the song. Because I'm like, y'all, like with the Sonic music and everything, I love the Sonic music because it's all about, like, believe in yourself. I can do better. I just want to run. Sometimes we need a break from being sexually empowered. Sometimes we need to be empowered to be like ninjas or something. Exactly. Takes me out of it when I know a song is about sex. That shit's just uncomfortable to listen to sometimes. Yeah. And like so many songs are just about like people who needed to go to counseling. Like I heard the song, one of the songs by like The Weeknd or something. I don't know if that was really who did it, but it's talking about like, if you're gonna cheat on me, just don't tell me about it. It's like, well, no. I mean, you do you, but like, how about don't cheat on your partner in general? And if you do cheat on your partner, how about don't lie to them? Like, why? What? I don't understand. I'm too autistic for this. I've heard songs about cheating. Yeah. What was the one that became a meme that was like, ooh, what you say? Ooh, that you only meant well. That one. Like, that song is about cheating. It's about a dude who cheated on his girlfriend and is now begging for her to forgive him. And it's like, why even write a song about this? You are the villain in this situation. You don't deserve to be forgiven. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. What are you trying to do? You cheated. Period. There's no more conversation about it. I can enjoy a raunchy song. I do wish that there was more. Yeah. I mean, listen, a good bop's a good bop. I will nod my head to anything that has a good beat because I'm a bird. It's just what I do. Modern villain songs really don't hit like they used to. Favorite case of people not paying attention to lyrics is the Take Me to Church. Yeah! It's bouncing on my booty cheeks. I'm a bit confused. I'm at the goblin camp. I want to spare Minthara, but I don't want to break character by joining her plan to attack the grove. Oh no! I don't remember which character was Minthara because I haven't personally been the one to take on a lot of the main plot conversations. A lot of my friends tend to get to those before me, and I'm just sort of sitting in the background, like, shoving carrots in my pocket. Oh, right, her. I'm gonna be honest. That is the furthest of the campaigns that I've gotten through, and our only way that we were able to handle that situation was to kill. Because the person I was playing with at the time was just like that. Please do keep us updated on your journey, Friendly. Oop, our first ad's gonna play in about 1 minute here. Now, on the topic of villain songs, though, like, for real, ever since Frozen happened, I'm kind of getting a little frustrated that all animated musical anything have taken the musical route, like the theater musical route. Because everything sounds like a Broadway musical now. And while I love Broadway musicals, there used to be a divide. There used to be, like, its own genre of music for, like, animated features. And now there isn't. Like, I feel like I haven't heard that sound in a long time. And I miss it. Do we fuck with Mulan? I mean, I like Mulan. I don't have the right to speak on, like, the ethical or, like, racial standpoints of Mulan, because I know there was some controversy there, especially when the live-action movie came out. Which I have not seen any of the live-action anything. I think I've seen the Beauty and the Beast one, and that was it, and it was terrible. But Mulan was, like, one of my favorite princesses growing up. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of it had to do with the fact that she dressed as a boy and was able to pass as a boy, and that definitely was, like, an awareness of something within me. It's like, oh, hey, I could do that. Watched a video yesterday that was mostly dudes just making fun of a movie, not making much genuine critique, but they made, oh, scroll, why do you do this to me? An excellent point that all musical segments nowadays are made to kind of be posted to YouTube and shared on social media than actually progress the movie. Yeah. It's kind of super annoying because, I don't know. I love musicals. I love the fact that musicals can tell a story with song, but it just doesn't feel the same. Like, hearing the shit from, like, Wicked, that's a Broadway musical, but it doesn't feel right. Like, that musical format in a cinematography standpoint, it's like it's broken. I don't know. It doesn't fit the same. Don't talk about the live action movie. Fucking disgrace ruins the story by giving her special powers. Wait, what? They gave her powers? Wouldn't that be harder to do with a live action than a cartoon? It just makes her inherently better than the men. Defeating the point. They filmed near Chinese concentration camps, and the main actor openly supports the Chinese government. Wow. That's a lot. Also, no Mushu. I know there was a lot of flack towards Mewtwo. Oh my god. Towards Mushu. But I'm gonna be honest, like, we are talking about a little cartoon Chinese dragon played by Eddie Murphy. Did we not register that that wasn't supposed to be a serious thing to begin with? Because I thought that was kind of blatantly clear. It's not that it's intended to be offensive, it's that it's intended to be a joke in the first place. Like, it's not taking itself seriously, it's not trying to represent anything, it's just goofy little guy. Sometimes I question whether or not, like, and I mean this from a white standpoint of, like, I'm ignorant and I apologize for that. But is it Asian people who are upset? Or is this white people who are upset on Asian people's behalf? Because that's two very different things. Be real, none of the Disney live action remakes are for me. Like, I feel like they missed the point. Yeah, they all just feel like cash grabs. Like, they don't look good, they don't feel good, they don't sound good, nothing about, I don't know who their audience is. It's a satire. He's literally shown as a disgraced family guardian because he's so bad. Disney as a whole's fallen off hard. Oh yeah, big time. I don't think I've enjoyed a Disney or Pixar movie much beyond that was fun in a while. Man. I don't even know what the last one I really genuinely enjoyed was. That's not true. I actually did really like Luca. Luca was okay. I thought that one was cute. I thought that they did a really good job, as whether intended or not, depicting it as an allegory for queerness. And I really liked the designs. But it also, at the same time, felt very cookie cutter, very predictable, very... I don't know, it just didn't really have the same magic that older ones did, because it was very obviously like, here's our plot. Enjoyed Luca and Turning Red, but even still, they didn't have the lasting wow factor that you'd hope for from Pixar. Yeah. If anything, it feels weird to call it a Pixar movie. Because of that. I haven't seen the new, Inside Out that everyone's kind of been geeking over. And I don't know how to feel about it, because it seems like I genuinely can't tell. Is it good and people are liking it, or is it just like Star Wars where it's like this is just kind of what people have to be into because there's nothing else? Because I've seen a lot of people talking about how, oh, they really liked Inside Out 2, but then I don't see fan art or anything. I don't see people gushing over it or obsessing over it. It's just there. Luca was sweet, though I do have to ask, why are all of our Italian Disney characters liars? I'm sensing a trend here. Oh no! They all miss the point of the movies and are pretty much nostalgia bait and changing some of the things that make them remarkable in the first place. I get that with a lot of the sequels too, to be honest. Inside Out 2 was overhyped as hell. It was fine, but yeah, teared up at the first one, just didn't really feel much for the second one. I feel like the second one, and this is, again, speaking from the perspective of A, having not seen it, B, having not really been the biggest fan of the first one. Like, it was okay. I liked the first one. It was something to put on, but it's not something that was like, oh yeah, this is like, I'm gonna obsess about this. This is my new hyperfixation. I kind of feel like the whole anxiety character and like being like, uh-oh, this girl suddenly hit puberty and now, oh no, she's got anxiety issues. Boy, doesn't that sound familiar to a huge population of people. I don't know. It just kind of felt like pandering. Like they were just like, what's something that a majority of minorities relate to that we can make a quick cash grab on? I know. Anxiety disorders, that thing that we've diagnosed pretty much everyone in all of America with, instead of actually diagnosing what's causing everyone to feel anxious. Not remarkable, rememberable. Oh, I'm sorry. Inside Out 2 feels like it's genuine, and it hits some genuinely uncomfortable spots for me in a good way. I think it's got some heart. But oh, I'm not happy with how Disney treated its staff for it. Oh, no. I didn't even know there was, like, behind-the-scenes bullshit. The genuine depiction of anxiety in Puss in Boots really made Hollywood go nuts for pandering to anxiety havers. Yeah. Yeah, that I can definitely see, because I felt that one. That was, like, one of the first and only times I've ever really felt like anxiety was depicted accurately and well. But I think that you are definitely right in the fact that they were like, oh yeah, shit, we can make money off of this. That being said, though, that movie fucking slapped. Puss in Boots 2 was unreasonably good. Like, I feel like they really did do that less for the money and more for just like if we're gonna reboot this, if we're gonna bring this back, we need to bring it back fucking hard. And they went all for it. I really did enjoy that movie. Wild Robot swept best animation or animated movie for the past 2 years. I really need to watch that one, and the only reason why I haven't is because I don't want to cry, and I know I'm going to. I need to brave it and sit down and get my dog all cuddled up with me and have the tissues ready. Although I'm already going through them so fast right now. Live action Lion King, they removed Pumbaa's iconic line of, "They call me Mr. Pig," and I'll take a lot of flack, but I won't stand for somebody bullying my friends. Generic ass line. And it still turned out shit? Not even worth it? Aw. I don't know if you guys are going back and forth about the Lion King with that. I haven't seen any of the live action Lion Kings, and I don't think I'm going to, because they're not live action. And from what I have seen of them, I don't feel like it's worth wasting my time. I would watch them, like, with other people, just so that we could kind of, like, make jokes. Kung Fu Panda 4 was stinky doo-doo ass, and I really wish that they let it end up on the third one. Which one's the one that has the peacock in it? I've never seen that one, and I feel like I would like it. And by it, I mean just the peacock dude. Like, I would brave through the whole movie just for him. It's the second one. Well, shit, what's the third one then? I liked the first Kung Fu Panda, but I didn't like its moral. Whoever that, like, snow leopard dude was, I felt like got completely shafted. Like, imagine spending your whole life working your ass off to be the best at what you're doing and believing in yourself and, like, genuinely giving it your all, just to be told that fate said that you were too dangerous and that you would never be allowed to be that because, I don't know, prophecy says that you're destined to be a bad person. And then, like, okay, so then why wouldn't you become a bad person? If you were never going to be accepted by society or the prophecy itself, no matter how hard you tried, then yeah, it just, like, y'all set that up for him. He didn't get that choice. That was weird. That was a weird choice. Third's the Wildebeest. Oh, I don't know if I've even seen that one.
Did you remember to save all of your files?
I have not saved. Thank you, Rosie. I feel like it was mid, but I hate it on principles for how it kind of treated some of the established lore and history of these movies. Mood. Ooh. I thought I was gonna sneeze. It was a false alarm. Ugh. You meet Poe's birth father in the third one. Did they have, like, a whole reunion and stuff? Or did they just kind of, like, gloss over it? Because I thought that was, like... Isn't his supposed dad a duck? Like, he was adopted by a duck dude that makes noodles?
If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out.
Thank you for the hydrate cue. And posture check. Well, I am definitely... I'm not even shrimping at this point. I don't know what to call what I'm doing. It's like a sideways shrimp. Thank you. So let me go ahead and close the blinds. Sit up a little more. Deprave you guys of my nose blowing. Weh. Fourth Kung Fu Panda's moral is accepting change by making Po have to give up the Dragon Warrior title to a successor. The villain is also super lame in everything but her design. Oh, wait, isn't that the red panda or whatever that everyone got really upset about? Because I'll be honest, from what I did see of that, she did not look like she was even from the same, like, series. But again, I'm not, like, a hardcore fan or anything. I don't feel like I can properly speak to that regard. What's the whole thing with the shapeshifter? There was a shapeshifter? Man, I've been sleeping on the fucking Kung Fu Panda discourse. Villain in the fourth movie could shapeshift. It was a chameleon named the... I'm sorry. A chameleon named the Chameleon. Her backstory is that she was rejected from learning Kung Fu because she was small when Mantis exists, so she stole Kung Fu with magic by shapeshifting into other masters. What the fuck? That makes no sense. I thought the whole point of Mantis was that he was small, and that's, like, okay. Successfully knocked out Minthra. Got to avoid long rest until I'm done dealing with the camp so that she stays that way. You can do this, introvert. Man, I wonder how hard it would be to do, like, a peaceful or a pacifist campaign for boulders. Pretty sure the snake from the Furious Five was smaller than her as well. Yeah, you're right. Man, I forgot there even was a snake. She was cute, though. I liked her design a lot. Wow. Be careful booping me today. I might sneeze on you. Infect you with my bird flu. I'll probably sneeze back. How are you holding up, by the way? You been feeling any better lately? I'm hoping that you had plenty of time over the weekend to rest. Honestly ready to crash out today. You and me both. We can have a little crash out as a treat. No. Just no. The crash out has been forbade. Forbode? Forbidden. One of those must have been correct. Hello, Berserk. Welcome. We're all sick. But how have you been? You seem very excitable. I wish to have that same energy myself, but I don't think I will have it today. At least not at the rate things are going. I've been really tired. I've been working 9-hour shifts every day. Holy shit. Make sure you're getting plenty of rest, okay? That's a lot. And I'm glad you're putting in the hard work, getting a lot done. Making that money. Only have this energy because I support friend. Aw. I appreciate that. Most of us are toting Zooble's energy right now. But that's okay. We can be tired together. One great big cuddle puddle. Got flooded with stuff to do whilst volunteering. Like, I legit got order after order and could barely focus on what I was doing because I was trying to do multiple food orders while having to serve customers, make drinks, put away the food delivery that we got today, and try to clear up the mess that people were leaving. Aww. That sounds like exhausting work, Q. How tall am I? I am 5'10", at least last time I checked. Which is why it was very alarming to find out how short we are as the player in Poppy Playtime. I'm gonna have to take a note for myself to always check where my height lines up on door frames in video games. Can't call you short because I am too. Nah, I'm a tall bitch. How tall did you say you were? 5'10". I had to wear flats to prom because I was taller than all the others. What a mood. Our mascot horror protagonists are just short men. Henry also suffers from being short. Man, how tall is Henry? I'm the height of Lucifer and has been 5'6". Oh, I thought Lucifer was like exactly 5 foot. I love that he's such a shorty.